okay, let me look through all his Facebook stuff. So, second profile picture was a picture of him and Lily on a vacation that they had taken a couple months earlier. And I could see the date too. So I'm like, oh,
And that's crazy. And let me stop you
yeah.
there because that's crazy. That was not even a vacation. That's where I lived. Like I lived in Vegas and he came to Vegas.
Oh,
So yeah, and it's crazy that that was a profile picture because I felt a way about, I'll get to that point when we come to it, but I felt a way about even being like on his page and being tagged in photos
yes.
and stuff. But it wasn't a vacation. It was just I lived in Vegas and he had come to see
Okay,
me.
right. So, but for me, I'm like, well, this is significant, especially since in those 2 weeks, we went from just meeting to hot and heavy in 2 weeks. So I'm like, this is significant. Why didn't you tell me about this? So he was just like, oh, because she's just a vampire. So he kind of wrote it off as it was just this little thing. And I realized she was such a terrible woman and she was such a liar and all she wanted was ex boyfriend and she was just using me. And so we didn't talk about it yet. I kind of knew, and like I said before, I had kind of a bad feeling, but I was also in the beginning, and I wanted to believe him. Okay, I wanted to, and I regret so much. Let me just say that up front. I regret so much of who I was and what I did during that time. But because if I had been any little bit of a bit more insightful, I would have pressed it, but I left it alone. So what happened where I kind of put it out of my mind. I didn't like that he still had his pictures of y'all when he visited you on his wall. Remember how Facebook was like a wall at that point, and you could go see.
Hmm.
So I said something to him maybe like a month later, like, if you don't like her so much, like, why do you still have these pictures up? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, babe, I'm sorry, I'll take them down. So I'm not sure if I don't remember whether he did or not. But when things got serious for me was on Valentine's Day. I went out to Chicago where he was living at, and I saw where he was staying in the basement, his parents, and he had all his paintings. So he's a painter. He paints these big, giant, life size, like 6x9 pictures.
Hmm.
So on
Hmm.
Valentine's Day, I see all his paintings and I notice a painting of you. Now, let me say this: the painting of you, not the one you saw. This is what you saw was the end after he destroyed it. But what I saw was a pretty painting of you, and I recognize it because you had like the short, tapered, no hair, bald style, and I could tell your face, like all your features, and it was a really pretty painting, just so you know, because you never saw it when it started, and it was big. Okay, it was like 6 feet by 9. It had on your cheek like words and stuff that you had said to him, like goodbye for now, and I don't know, just like all these cute little phrases all over the painting of stuff y'all had said to each other on the phone or stuff. And I was just like, is this Lily?